Thank you so much.
Present you with this resolution.
Thank you so much.
All the way from Thornton, Illinois, a delegation of community leaders are honoring the presiding elder and congregation of Mother Emanuel with a nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize.
As you saw there, presiding elder Norvell Goff welcomed the delegation into his church tonight.
Well, this group includes leaders from the Thornton Township of Illinois, and they describe Charleston as special. They want to know how Charleston responded with such a sense of peace after the Emanuel 9 massacre.
We recognized at that point that Charleston was a special place, and we needed to come to Charleston to find out just how they did it.
They say unity, faith, and forgiveness were clear in the Holy City's response. They came to meet city officials who led the way.
On behalf of Thornton Township, we really thank you for taking time out.
The hope is to take those lessons learned back to Illinois.
And that's what we do in government. We don't try to reinvent the wheel. We try to find those little nuanced things that do enhance and enrich the quality of life of the people that we serve.
Charleston City Councilman William Dudley Gregory shared an emotional testimony of his experience the night 9 of his fellow church members were shot to death at Emanuel AME.
This hotel was the holding facility for the family.
The tragedy moved the Illinois town leaders so much, they passed local and state government resolutions recognizing the response.
But they're also in town to understand how the city and the church stayed so composed after such a senseless act of violence.
We want to learn what were some of those things that we can take back to our communities.
Illinois leaders in Charleston admiring the city's response to tragedy.
How the city, the state, actually addressed the issue, not with a reaction, the knee-jerk reaction of violence.
Illinois State Senator Don Trotter is a part of a delegation from outside Chicago meeting with Charleston officials and Mother Emanuel parishioners about their composure after the shooting.
Charleston reaction was so much different and so much an example for all of us to follow.
Frank Zuccarelli also heading an effort to get the Emanuel Church nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, tomorrow is the group's last day here in the Holy City. They will be meeting with Police Chief Greg Mullen to discuss law enforcement's role in keeping the peace.
We expected violence. We expected more unrest. And it didn't happen.
In the aftermath of the massacre on June 17th, this delegation of elected officials, law enforcement, pastors, and community leaders resolved to fight for recognition for the congregation at Emanuel AME.
None, absolutely none, have done as much during an extreme type of crisis like this than the leadership and the membership of the Emanuel AME Church.
We put to rest the idea that violent reaction is the only way that we deal with conflict resolution. On behalf of those who lost their lives and those who suffered in the tragedy, on behalf of them, that they really deserve it, that we all deserve it.
After the tragedy, the delegation invites everyone to help them with their nomination of Charleston and Emanuel AME for the Nobel Peace Prize. You can log on to www.nobelpeaceprizeforcharleston.com. Dean Vick, back to you.